In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best cards right now in NBA 2K23. My team, let me know in the comment section down below who are some of your guys' favorite cards to be running right now in the game. And of course, let me know what you guys would change about my top 10. But coming in at my number 10 spot is going to be the Galaxy Super Ray Allen. I still think he's a top 10 card in the game. I was really debating between him and Billy Knight. If you guys don't know, Billy Knight is the T2 offline vault and a vault ward, and he's a really good shooting guard, and I think very close to a guy like Ray Allen. So if you wanted to have Billy Knight over Ray, I think that's a very close debate to be made. Also, guys like Scottie Pippen, Vince Carter at the shooting guard spot, I personally do believe Ray Allen is a little bit better, and I know a lot of people do like Pippen or like Vince Carter more than Ray Allen, but in my opinion, I just think Ray is the better offensive card, and just overall, I think a little bit better at the shooting guard position because he's 6'5" with a 6'8" wingspan, and he is so nice on the offensive end. Obviously, it's Ray Allen, who's got that 99 3 ball, 98 mid-range, and tons of Hall of Fame shooting badges, but that's not where this card is super good. It's where you go. It's when you go to the animation screen. I mean, just take a look at this jump shot. He's got his base and his upper on quick timing, on very quick timing, I should say. So he's got such a good jump shot. And then dribble sigs wise, he's got some really good movement. He's got the MJ dribble style. He's got that Steve Francis size up, one of the best size ups, definitely the best size up in the game in my opinion. And then he's also got the Kobe escape and the Dame behind the back, also the normal leaner. So I mean, this card's animations wise is one of the best cards in the game if we're just strictly looking at animation. So all around, I think Ray Allen is the top 10, is a top 10 card in my team. And then coming in at the number 9 spot, I'm really debating between Magic Johnson and Ben Simmons. Those are obviously the two best point guards in the game, and I'm really back and forth of who I think is the better card. At first I thought it was Magic, then I kind of changed my opinion to Ben Simmons, but I think recently I've kind of gone back to Magic Johnson being a little bit better at the point guard position. For me though, I think Ben Simmons is still such a good point guard. He's 6'11" with a 7-foot wingspan. I just think Magic is slightly better just because he's got a higher 3 ball, like his jump shot more, and he does have way better movement at the point guard spot, so he can move a little bit down the court. Defensively, Ben Simmons is probably a little bit better though, and all around, Ben Simmons is such a good card though. He's definitely a top 10 card in my team. It's crazy though that he's at number 9. That just shows you how many good cards we've gotten over the past couple weeks in my team and how much the top 10 list has changed. But coming in at the number 8 spot is going to be Galaxy KG. This might be a little bit low for some people. I know some people will probably have him over my number 7 guy. I still think KG is such a great card. He's 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan, and still probably maybe the second best, or you can maybe even make an argument for the best power forward in the game. I think he's number 3 though in my opinion, but it's a really close debate to be honest with him and Dark Matter Giannis, so we'll talk about here in a second. I mean, KG though has a great jump shot, LaMelo Ball base on quick timing, and has some very good dribble sigs as well for a power forward like the MJ dribble style, De'Aaron Fox size up, Kobe escape, even has a normal leaner as well. And then obviously KG gonna be an amazing defender, one of the best in the game with a 97 block, 95 interior defense, also having a 90 steal and a 90 perimeter as well. Like I said though, I do think Giannis is the better card than KG. At the power forward position, I'm not 100% sure who I would take at power forward, but the fact that Giannis can also play small forward, and I think he's just a little bit more versatile as an actual card, so I'm gonna put him a little bit above a guy like Kevin Garnett. I'm going KG at 8 and Giannis at 7. I think that's a pretty controversial take. I know a lot of people do like KG over a guy like Giannis, but I just think Giannis' defense and his versatility is one of the best in the game. Like, I think he's probably the best all-around defender in my team. He's amazing at going to the rim, and Giannis just always plays super above his stats and badges. Like, he just plays so elite, with his defensive animations. He's 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan, has one of the best player models in my team, gets really good offensive animations going to the basket, gets a lot of foul calls, a lot of great and1 animations and dunk animations, and then on the defensive end, he gets some crazy good stops. He flies around the court, and all around, I think Giannis is the 7th best card in my team. And then coming in at the number 6 spot, I think just barely missing out of the top 5 spot, and you can maybe make an argument for him being the 5th best card, is going to be Galaxy Magic Johnson. Like I said, I do think he's slightly better than a guy like Ben Simmons. I just think he's a little bit better of a point guard. I do want to know your guys' opinions. Who do you guys think is the best point guard in the game between Magic Johnson and Ben Simmons? Because I feel like it's honestly a really close debate, so I'm kind of curious to see your guys' opinions and see which point guard you guys prefer. I think it really just comes down to preference, whose jump shot you like more, and kind of what you need out of your point guard. If you're looking for more defense and size, you probably go for Ben Simmons. If you're looking for a guard that can move a little bit more, is a little bit more agile, has a little bit more of just speed at going to the basket, you probably want Magic Johnson, because he does have that Steve Francis size up and some really good dribble sigs. So I think he's probably maybe better going to the rim just because of his dribble sigs and his jump shot is pretty good as well. So I mean, going to the basket, I'd say Magic is probably a little bit better, at least like getting to the rim with his dribble sigs. And then jump shot wise, I do like his release more, but Ben Simmons 1000% going to be the better defender. But coming in on my number 5 spot, I do think it's actually going to be Dark Matter LeBron, which is might be crazy to say, and I'm a massive LeBron fan and I love using this card in game. I'll explain here in a second why I do think, one card is over him at small forward. I don't think LeBron is the best small forward in the game anymore. I still think it's such a close debate, but we'll talk about that here in a second. I think LeBron is so good though. He's a 6'9" small forward with a 7-foot wingspan, and you really can't point out any flaws with this card. My only thing I will say is his jump shot with the Kyle Korver base. I just feel like really isn't the best. Like honestly, I would rather his pink diamond version, the one where he had the LeBron base and LeBron upper. If that was on quick timing, I honestly believe it would have been a better jump shot than the Kyle Korver base. If they gave him like the Kuzma, they gave him maybe like the O-Shaper set, they maybe gave him, the KPJ, that's where it would have been a lot better. Just Kyle Korver, I don't really like. I do think he's got really good dribble sigs, and that's something amazing about the card, but I'm just really not the biggest fan of his jump shot. I think there's a lot of different bases they could have gave him, or just kept this jump shot on normal LeBron base and normal LeBron upper. But let me know what you guys think about, LeBron's new updated jump shot with the Kyle Korver base. But in my opinion, guys, I do think Mike Bantam is actually a better small forward than Dark Matter LeBron. I know that might sound crazy on paper, and that might just sound crazy out loud, but let me just quickly explain it to you. So if you look at the height and the wingspan, and they're basically going to be the same. I will say LeBron does have the better player model and is going to be slightly better on the defensive end, because if you look at their stats, there's not like a huge difference. The only big difference is probably their defensive badges. LeBron has a ton more on the defensive side of things, obviously being a Dark Matter with 30 Hall of Fame badges, but stats and badges wise, not a massive difference on the defensive end, but offensively, that's where there's a huge gap, because if you look at the jump shot, he has got a way better jump shot than LeBron. I just think I said way too many times, but yeah, he's got the Kyle Kuzma base, Rudy Gay upper on quick timing, which is a way better jump shot than what LeBron has, and dribble sigs wise is also better than LeBron. So in my opinion, I think he's a better offensive card than LeBron by a decent amount because of the jump shot, the sigs, and stats wise they're basically the same, and then defensively they're very close as well. So once again, they are very close. Like, I'm not saying Mike Bantam is way better than LeBron's terrible. Like, they're literally just like such a small difference between the two cards, and if you want to put LeBron over Mike Bantam, that obviously does make sense, and you guys can definitely do so. I think most people would probably put LeBron over him, but I don't know, man. This Mike Bantam card, he just gets the craziest defensive animations in game. Like, does he have the Kawhi Leonard defensive stance? He only has the elites, but for whatever reason, this card just swings so well in the game. He just is so great, on the CPU defense. Like, he's got 100 driving dunk tendency. I'm actually curious, does LeBron have 100 dunk tendency? I would assume so, right? I would assume LeBron also has the 100. He only has a 90, so that's a little bit interesting as well. Like, his animations on Mike Bantam are just absolutely incredible, but he's going to be my 4th best card in the game. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be Dark Matter D-Rob. I think he's really good. Obviously, like I said, he's the 3rd best card in the game. I'm not 100% sure if I like him over KG at the power forward spot, but I do think because he's super versatile, where he can play center and power forward, and he's probably he is the 2nd best center in the game, and he's probably also the best power forward. But even if he was the 2nd best power forward behind a guy like KG, him being also the play center and be the 2nd best there, I think that's what makes this card so valuable. In my opinion, though, I do think he's the best power forward in the game and the 2nd best center. I mean, they even gave him really good dribble sigs. He's got the Darius Garland size up, MJ dribble style, Kobe escape. He's now got his jump shot on quick timing, and all around stats and badges wise, gonna be a super elite card. And then, guys, in my opinion, I know it might seem crazy to say, I'm going Yao Ming as the 2nd best card in my team. Honestly, I do believe Tracy McGrady is the best card in the game. Now, I will say, if you don't know how to use Tracy, at his highest level to the best of his ability, then yes, Yao Ming is probably the easier card to use. And for like 99% of the player base, Yao Ming is probably the best card in the game. But in my opinion, and kind of the way I play the game and the way I can play the game, and I know other people can play the game, I do think Tracy McGrady, if you know how to use him, is the best card in my team. And quickly to explain why, he's got the best jump shot in the game, he's got the best base in the game, and he's got the best upper in the game. So like, basically, if you're playing my player, if you're playing my career and you're trying to build the best jump shot, so all the comp dudes in my career, the park, they use this jump shot. So he's basically a my player in my team, because he's also got the curry escape. So that means he's got the curry slide. He's got that really good escape animation, so he can curry slide, move really well on the offensive end, has the normal leaner, Dame behind the back, best jump shot in the game, and he's a 6'8" shooting guard with perfect stats and badges. So there's nothing else you'd really want on this T-Mac card. You can also like upgrade his block and his interior defense, so he's gonna have at least 90 in every single defensive category. I mean, he's just unstoppable in the offensive end. Like I said, if you know how to use this card, he is the best card in my team, in my opinion. If you guys don't believe me and you don't believe he's really good in someone's hands like Splash, go watch his Splash's gameplay, because that is one of the craziest gameplays and one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. So make sure go check out Splash's gameplay on T-Mac, and trust me, you'll probably be persuaded to thinking T-Mac is the best card in the game. But obviously Yao Ming, for like I said, majority of people would probably be number 1. So let me know where you guys would put Yao Ming and T-Mac. Would you guys go Yao Ming at 1 and then T-Mac at 2, or would you guys agree with me and go T-Mac at 1 and Yao as 2? But in my opinion, I think those are easily the 2 best cards in my team. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my top 10 card list, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.